He takes everything in and analyzes it in real time. I swear you can see it happening. And then he moves forward with a decision. And the best way I can describe it, Roger knows how to find the corners in a circle. And that intellect, that approach served him well in his career at NASA. Roger used to take regular meetings with people you could read about in the history books. And if that wasn't great enough, imagine then being recruited away from NASA by the Pentagon. Roger came calling, he answered, the Pentagon came calling, Roger answered their call. And during both of those careers, Roger started doing his own personal deep dive into health and nutrition for family reasons and personal reasons. But as you might expect, with the way his mind works, that gift from God, brain that he has, he did not take the chemical route, the pharmaceutical route. Roger instead looked at nature, looked at the synergy when things are combined, and the greater good, the unique thing that's created when those things are combined. And he put his efforts there, tremendous learning. He brought that knowledge, that intellect, and all of his success here to MoreMito and planted his flag. He runs our company. He's our CEO, and we're blessed that that's the case. We're also blessed that he partnered with a brilliant research scientist, a gentleman named Dr. Bevan Elliott. Dr. Bevan has created not just unique products for us. Something that makes everything astounding and unique is the delivery system he created. It's called XDS. It's the thing that allows our ingredients not just to get through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria. We can actually increase your mitochondria back to an age when we're young. We are the only product line that can do it. It's because of XDS. It doesn't matter what's in something if your body can't use it. And what does all this mean? That means you don't run out of our products and go to Walmart and get anything like them. There's nothing like the UltraMito line. You only get them from our company, and people only get them from you. That's why we're on this call. And to tell you more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, are you there?
Great to be with you, Dale.
You are coming through loud and clear, my friend. Take it away.
All right. It's so great to be with so many of you once again. You know, we always look forward to doing our health and wellness calls and having so many of you join us from wherever in the world you happen to be joining us from. Each week we do a different health topic. You know, in recent weeks we've done various things that have to do with your immune system. We did a series on blood sugar, on blood pressure. We talked about how to avoid kidney failure. This week we're talking about how not to look old, move old, act old, feel old, but younger, stronger, and more assertive instead. But before we get into all of that, let me introduce you to us, especially if you're new. Someone might have told you that we're a nutraceutical company. That's true. But I'd like to tell you why that's the case. It's because of a very special technology that our technologist, our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, who's been my partner since 2015, created. I think he's pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. Here's what he wants to do. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Why does he want to do that? He wants to do that because everything takes energy, and you don't have as much of it as you used to, okay? You've been running out of energy just like your house will run out of energy if I went in there right now and started turning down that current. Your lights would dim, appliances would start to act up, and eventually they stop working all together. We're like that when we go through life.
That's right.
All that energy your body runs on comes from something called mitochondria, and you had a lot of them when you were younger. You had so much that you could do everything with a burst of energy. You know, you ran, you jumped, you played, you got tired, you rested, and went back at it again. But later in life, as you found out, not so much. You lost a lot of it, right? That's because you lost that mitochondria that we're talking about, and you lost it for a lot of different reasons, not just because you got older, but because of diseases, for example, that you encountered along the way. If you got a disease like COVID, let's say, you lost some mitochondria, and chances are you didn't get them back, right? How about blood sugar, blood pressure? You name the condition, and it likely diminished your mitochondria, accelerated that loss of mitochondria, right? Okay, what about things you get into in the environment, right? I don't know if you've ever put Roundup on your lawn like I did to kill weeds. Well, it's a serial killer of mitochondria. the time you're 60, most of us might be looking at being down 50% on that mitochondria that we had when we were younger. On your way to about 5 or 10% if you make it to 80 or 90. Okay? Now, let's reflect on what's happening while that loss of mitochondria is going on. Do you think your body is working better because of that? No. Many of us are not going to be seeing as well. Maybe you're nearsighted, you're farsighted. Maybe you got to use a magnifying glass because you can't resolve fine print the way you used to, right? Perhaps you're having difficulty with your night vision. All that's related to loss of mitochondria, right? Your mitochondria are concentrated in your heart or your major organs, and your heart, brain, and eyes take the most. So they're going to suffer the most as you lose them. Okay. How about your strength and stamina? You may have noticed you don't have quite as much as you used to, maybe a lot less, okay, as you got older. And let's talk about that immune system. That's what's supposed to protect us as we get older. How can it do as good a job on a fraction of the energy that it had when you were younger? So once again, loss of mitochondria, all right? And all of these things that have to do like maintaining all your vital systems. I'm talking about your blood pressure, your blood sugar. That's why your doctor checks them every time you go for a checkup, right? All those things can be more challenging, like also your weight and so forth. As you get older, it's all related to a loss of mitochondria. Who knew? Especially if you got this call now, you never even heard of mitochondria before. But let me tell you, your health goes through your mitochondria. So what does Dr. Elliott want to do about that? He wants to replace it, wants to grow it back. He's decoded the signals that your body sends naturally to make your mitochondria grow. He's found substitutes for them in nature, okay? But then he's done another thing. He has enhanced them dramatically with a new technology that he developed called XDS. That stands for Exponential Delivery System. What's that doing? It's reorganizing the molecules of all those ingredients that you see on our product labels, so they do more than get in your bloodstream or even into your cell. They have to get all the way into your mitochondria, which is a huge feat because that mitochondria are thousands of times smaller than your cells are, right? That's where the real magic can happen. That's what that XDS technology does, right? Now, that technology is in our product line. That product line is called UltraMito as an ultra mitochondria. And that's what Dale's going to come back and talk to you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin from head to toe. Put it in your hair, massage it into your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything disturbing your skin. And it works like it does. Listen, we've got testimonials in the back office of the impact it's had on severe varicose veins, on cellulite, stretch marks, even the lines on your face. And as I was saying, it works like it does because it doesn't just sit on your skin. It soaks through your skin. It soaks down to the bone. That means it helps with your ligaments and your tendons, helps with your muscles and your joints, your back joints, your knee joints, and your hands or feet. If you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that could start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the testimonials. They're astounding. Next, I want to tell you about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product, and Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using as a base two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb, but Dr. Bevan has taken several elements and uses them in a special way with olive oil. He's taken several elements and uses them to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, again, that is the thing that sets us apart, makes us unique. That's our name, MoreMito, short for mitochondria. As we've said, Dr. Bevan found when you can increase mitochondria that you've been losing all your life, when we can increase it back to an age when you were younger, then your body starts to work the way it's supposed to, the way it used to, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's on a cellular level. Cellular energy is steady. It's strong. There's no jitters. It's not like a big hit from caffeine or sugar followed by a deep valley crash. Cellular energy is steady, and that means you could start and complete a task without a need to stop and rest. Or how about the disappearance of your brain fog and a clarity in everything you're doing, or something strenuous like a long bike ride, followed by a short recovery time. Cellular energy means you get to live life again to its fullest on your terms without a need to sit on the couch and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has used to create Restore 3.0. 44 ingredients. Listen, they have to be properly blended and in the right proportion. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third is not a complete waste because they're overpowered or canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. They need to be in the proper proportion, and then you need XDS to get the full use of what you're taking. Look, what all this means is you just don't pour a bunch of ingredients in a pot, stir them up, and put them in a bottle. It takes 8 weeks to make a bottle of Restore and to have the XDS do what it does. Next, I want to talk about Renew. Renew, brain and body. Some of the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs for us to have to increase our mitochondria can't be delivered in a liquid base. They have to be delivered in a dry base. So we have these small capsules for these additional ingredients. Brain and body stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore, helps in a major way in the body with blood flow, liquid flow. It helps in the brain with blood flow and the firing of synapses, the disappearance of the brain fog. Powerful addition to complete the triad of products needed to bring your mitochondria back to a younger age as far as the levels go. Listen, final product is for our pets. Some of the most important members of our family are the pets that we have. The most viewed videos on the web are pet videos. We love them, and they can suffer every bit as much as we do. If you've seen a dog that seems to be hobbled, can hardly walk up and down the stairs, may just have become lethargic, lays around all day. If you've got a cat hacking up fur balls and shedding, listen, they suffer like we do. They have lost mitochondria just like we do, and they're closer to all the bad things in the environment. The chemicals we put in our rugs to clean them, the things we put on the lawn to make grow, they suffer from allergies. All the things outside that affect us affect our pets. If you want to bring a dog quickly back to puppy stage or a cat back to kitten stage, increase their mitochondria with Petlife. So 4 products: Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew, Brain and Body, and Petlife. There is nothing like what these products can do for you as they have done for others. To hear more about that, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Dale. We are talking about how not to look, move, act, feel old, but stronger and more assertive instead. This is an anti-aging topic. You know, all of us want to be able to age gracefully, not experience a lot of pain, be able to be in our right mind, take care of ourselves and that kind of thing, not be a burden on the family members. We want to be able to enjoy life because our bodies are fit enough to do that. You know, Dr. Joy Scott's going to talk to us a bit. We kind of had a conversation this morning, and we agreed you got to be exercising, you got to be eating right, and you got to be supplementing to restore your mitochondria. She has an interesting take on that. Dr. Joy, go right ahead.
Okay, it's exciting to be with you tonight. And so we know that we lie a lot. Let me tell you that first. Now we have at your fingertips mitochondria that can regrow what you've lost through the years, and now you think you're getting old, right? And it's okay to feel old, act old, and look old. Well, we're here to tell you differently. You know, when somebody says, how are you today? I'm very fine. Even if you're at the doctor's office, say, how do you feel? Oh, I feel great. Wait a minute. That's why you're here at the doctor's office. You weren't feeling well. So we want to take this technology that we're going to learn about here tonight And even if we know more about it, we're going to learn more tonight, okay? And so we now know that by now, when you have enough mitochondria, you are going to look different. Why? Because you're giving all your cells what they need to feel better. We're going to get energized because all that the body needs to make energy, because the mitochondria is that energy center. You're going to just not feel your age. I'm 71. I act and not feel and look my age. I don't want to grow old. I want to grow younger and younger. And you can too. And so just know that you're the one that's in charge of how much mitochondria you're getting into your body. And you get to bring this very top technology to yourself. And now you can feel and act the age you want to be without the pain, without the aches. And so I talked to one of my friends this evening. She's 74 years old. You would not believe she's 74. She looks no more than 50 years old. And I said, what's your secret? It's mitochondria. It is exercise. She's going to get up on these cold mornings and get out there and exercise. And she's going to eat good. So everybody like food that is comfort foods. So what did she make today? She made a big pot of garbanzo beans, and she put some brown rice noodles in the beans. She said, I've eaten it all day. She's so fabulous, she said. And so while her sister is suffering down at the hospital, she don't take her mitochondria. So we are begging you, please take your mitochondria, and it's going to bring life to you, oxygen to your cells, so you're not going to look your age, okay? And so there's a saying that's been out there, you are as young as your arteries are clear. You know the cardiovascular system is the number one taker of life. So this mitochondria is actually helping to clean all your arteries and capillaries out so you can enjoy your life. In the past 2 weeks, I've been to the hospital, congestive heart failure, have pulled 2 people out of the hospital within less than 48 hours because they both took the mitochondria bundles and just started right there in that hospital with taking and getting that mitochondria back to its level. That's what we're doing. We're just trying to increase that mitochondria level, bringing it up, using these products, taking a medicinal dosage, not just a single dosage. That's for some people who know they want to live longer, but if you're not well, you've got to double and triple your dosage. And that's what I was getting them to do. That's what got them out of those hospitals quickly. Eating salads, exercising. Yoga is at the top of your list. And I like to say the second on the top of that list, it is rebounding. It exercises every cell in your body and let that mitochondria in. And you start to feel better immediately. That was one of my secrets with my mother. I knew I didn't want to bury her early, but she wanted to go at 84. No. Get that rebounder, the little one that's in your house, and you just get a bar and hold on to it while you just bounce like a little baby. And it's exercising all your cells, including your bones. So now that we have our hands, our little own very fingertips on this mitochondria, I'm going to call it the reboot tonight. We could just grow all the mitochondria so we don't have to look old. We can feel young. And we're going to invite you to come along, get that medicinal dosage, which is at least, instead of 1 teaspoon a day or 4 mLs per day, let's go up to 8. And if we need to, let's take another 4, because we got to feel it. If you're not feeling it yet, you need to increase it a little bit, 1 more dosage. And guess what? Nothing changes until you change. Take that technology. Let's get started exercising every day. I tell people, walk 5 minutes away from your house. Nobody's going to pick you up. But guess what? You've got to walk back. So increase it, and get the job done. Okay? Thank you, Roger.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy doing our nutrition and counseling on Saturday, getting ready is how we move our bodies, right? Sit in front of a Home Depot or a grocery store somewhere, you got people coming and going, watch how people walk, okay? Young people bouncing in there, old people coming a little bit slower, some people, decrepit. Well, Gary Hill found himself in that kind of situation. Sonia Harris came to the rescue, though. He had a problem with his neck. His neck. He had to put a scarf around his neck to hold his neck in place. It was completely unstable, but listen to what happened. So, Gary.
Make sure you have your pens and your notepad so you can take notes.
Okay.
Or do it on the computer.
I've been having pains in my neck, and I've been suffering for it off and on for a couple of years now. But it just got worse this year. So I did go to the doctor. They did an MRI on me. When they did the MRI, it shows that I have a disc that's bulging out and it's touching my spinal cord in my neck. And I'm sort of a large person. I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor to get a second opinion which way to go in and operate because I don't have much of a neck. They said they have to go in through the front. I said, no, I don't want that. And I had made my mind up. I said, Lord, I want to fast. And there's some things going to come through for fasting and praying. But I wasn't too successful at that, doing that. And then Sister Sonia kept calling me, sending me texts, and telling me this about this product called MoreMito. And in doing so, I was a little skeptical. And then on Friday, she got Mr. Greg on the line, and he talked to me. So I went on sign up for it. And that was Friday. And I got one of the products today. I was hoping that both of them would come. But I got the Restore. So when I got home at 12, almost 1 o'clock, I took and started massaging my knees with it, my hands with it, and even they feel better, and my neck with it. Now, with my neck, I used to wear a scarf, and everybody, why in the winter, summertime, you wearing a scarf around your neck? But I would put a knot in it, make it real tight against my right side of my neck to take the pressure off, help with the pressure. And so I put it on my neck. I put the Restore on my neck. I was using a tongue, a plastic tongue, or a shoe tongue to rub it just right on my neck. And the amazing thing was, I started turning my neck and I heard a cracking noise. I said, Lord, what's going on here? And the next thing, that's been, 5 hours or 4 hours now. The pain hadn't come back, and I could turn my neck all the way to the right, all the way to the left, and no pain. I couldn't do that before. And I thank the Lord for it. I thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord indeed.
Right. And also today, I have been going to the gas station and I get the attendants at the gas station, B-Day, to come out and pump my gas, and they didn't have no problem. I used to tip them and stuff. But anyway, today the main actor said, you gonna need help? And I said, no, I won't try. I got my cane and I did better. I did massage my legs and my foot because I had neuropathy. I was able to get out the van and walk and pump my gas and get back in, without any serious problem. Before it was very difficult. So to the fact I'd rather for someone else to do it because I didn't want to fall down.
You're coming back.
Yes, sir. And I thank the Lord. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord.
Indeed.
So he didn't want to fall down. That was mobility issues along with all the other stuff he had going on.
And so you were massaging in to restore the oil.
Yeah. I took I ended up taking three teaspoons full of it. I even gave it to my wife. Got the CEO on the line. This is Mary, my wife.
Great, good to meet you.
For some reason, I was having neuropathy. I have a disc in my back. I know because I have rheumatoid arthritis and I also have degenerative disc disease. But the last couple of days, it has been really bad because I've been wearing this compression socks and doing all kinds of things trying to help. And when I came to get back in, and I rubbed some on my feet, on both feet, but the left one is feeling a lot better than the right one. But I can tell the difference. It's not that heaviness and stuff that I had when I got back home.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna thank God and keep on trying to use it and pray that it continues to work. That's all I just trust and believe it.
Y'all see, her husband was getting results. Now she's getting results.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Sonia.
All right.
Okay, so especially if you're new, let me make this comment. Our process is different here at MoreMito. We make no attempt to diagnose, treat, cure diseases. We have a higher concept that is to regrow your mitochondria and let your body fix you like you've been hearing it was designed to do, right?
Right.
Gary had a choice.
Yes.
He could let the doctors operate, or he could get some more mitochondria and let them operate. Doesn't sound like it came out too bad, does it? All right, now, the older we get, the more we want all of our systems working properly. If you're a woman, you want your reproductive system working properly. You don't want to have issues with that. And also, you want to be able to address all the things you do creatively and all that. So if you want to be mentally and physically well, working properly. Dion Turner couldn't do that. She had some very significant issues. Listen to my interview with Dion. Think about how relieved you'd be if you had this journey. I'm talking to Dion Turner. Dion, what were your health concerns before you were introduced to Mito?
I had quite a few, but my major one that was my biggest concern was my severe cramp, menstrual cramp.
Okay. How long did you have those?
Since I was had my cycle since I was in ninth grade, and I'm 52. I'll be 52 this year.
Okay, so that happened decades. So
yeah.
How long after being introduced to Mito did you notice any difference?
Immediately.
And how long previously would that have lasted versus what did you notice this time? Compare the experiences before and after.
Before using it, it would last for days, like maybe 4 days. I would have to be on Motrin on the hour, heating pads, can't work, don't want to do anything underneath the bed, just lost energy and everything.
Okay. So.
And after taking it, instantly, cramps went away. Like, I'm on it now. I've probably been on it since November, the end of November.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the cream that I have. None of the drops or any of that. Just the cream that I've used. And I put some in my navel, and I rub my stomach, and I put some underneath my tongue and on the back of my neck. And when I tell you, I don't even know where my grandma said I'm looking for them. I'm like, wait a minute, let's make sure I ain't kicked nothing in and I get a new cycle.
Okay. And that was just with Rejuvenate.
Yes, that's all I have right now. I'm waiting on my bundle to come in.
Wow.
Put it under my tongue. It calms my
waiting on her bundle.
Like
your whole soul.
whole soul.
That's pretty good.
It makes me think clearer. Like
this is what she's using currently until her bundle gets there.
Belly and stuff would come kind of difficult, but now I'm just like, if you see these tablets that's in front of me, I'm just flowing. I wrote my own first book, and it took me back to that. It took me back to releasing it and writing. Just it's a miracle. I think.
Wow. So how long had it been before you had that kind of feeling that you were mentally sharp before? How many years ago was that?
I mean, over the years, I would never do certain things because I was like, oh no, and like I said, I wrote my book in 2005, so that flow is where, and I literally wrote it. I didn't type it, and now we're in 2025, so that's what, y'all do the math quickly, but that's how long, so now I'm like, that's how I got my pen out, I'm writing, I'm flowing, I'm thinking, I'm creating have a quote, it just comes out of me, boom, 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 boom. So I think the Holy Spirit and connected with this, that's a powerhouse. It's all she wrote.
Yeah, you've been unleashed.
So, and I tell you, it's nighttime, but I feel like it's the sun is out. Like I have to let myself go to sleep.
Wow. So you got all of that really powerful result with just Rejuvenate. You haven't started with Brain and Body or Restore yet.
That's not.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear your story after you get those.
I know. God, I just worship you. So yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying now. I'm like, wow, it was just a mini. Lord, I gotta hurry up and order some more.
That's an amazing story. Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your wellness journey.
Yes, thank you.
We could not have anticipated when we started working on the latest generation of the Mito product that you're taking right now, that it would be reinforcing such a strong connection between your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay? But we are consistently seeing that. All right? Life can be very, very disconcerting. Mito's how you get it together. Okay? Now, especially now, a lot of emphasis on fitness, being young, looking young, all that. That's what it's talking about, as a matter of fact. But what is there that could actually do all of that at one time? All right? You see all the commercials on TV. You see all the people want to give you some more testosterone if you're a guy, or, you got all this fitness stuff and lose weight, look better, shape up, all that if you're a lady and so forth. None of it's as good as More Mitochondria. David Dolan down in the Caribbean, retired. And just like you heard from Dr. Dan on Saturday, talking about his push-ups and everything, just saw this renaissance happen. Pick out all the different things that happen to him that you might want to have happen to you as you get older. So, David, you're recently using our technology. Can you help me appreciate how it's affected you in your business? I understand you got a background in construction.
Yes, I do. For the past few years, and I realized that even times at 4:35, I would come inside, complete the task, and I would be drained. It would take me about 2 to 3 hours just to recover. And when I was told about Restore, before the information was even being completed, sent to me, I pulled out my credit card and I put in an order. And it was more than about 3 weeks now. And I'm happy to report that I've realized that without even actually realizing it, because I feel like I'm 25 or even 35 again. Right, I'm over 60 actually. So after about a week, I realized when I come inside 5:30 there, about without any complaints, I would take a shower and do the other things I would do in the evening time before I go to bed. And the energy level is awesome. 10:30 I'll be up, I'll be normal. And yesterday evening, I got a call from a friend who had an emergency. And it was about laying some tiles, some floor tiles. No, that was one of my pet projects when I was doing construction. I would be quick, I would do an entire room in a few hours. But lately I realized, I've been a little lagging. I'll do 35, 40 tiles a day because I decided to take it easy. But yesterday, it was a rush, and I just tell you, even after hustling police the floor tiles down and reach home, there was no need to sit for 2 hours to recover. It was normal. But I'm glad to report I'm seeing the results of using Restore. My muscles feel different as opposed to a month ago. They look different. They look full. And the feeling is just great. I mean, the energy level is up. And, my wife wants to know, are you going to take a rest today? I say, well, I didn't finish what I started yesterday, so I continue. The Restore is just restoring what you lost. And a lot more. The Rejuvenate is another story. It has its own story because actually I've been using it unknown to my wife. And she commented 2 days ago that what you do if your face is looking different, it's not looking as though like long time. She said your face is actually looking different. I think you rejuvenate is for that. That's the purpose to rejuvenate. It rejuvenates the skin. And trust me, it's awesome. I look in the mirror sometimes, I'm surprised, you know. I'm really surprised. Okay. I'm telling you what, just about 2.5 weeks. I'm excited to know what I'm going to get, or 2 months to get. With the XDS technology, we are in a good place.
Well, thank you for sharing that, David.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, bundle of that Mito has side effects. You know what it is? Unexpected compliments.
Yes.
Try it. Okay?
Get your bundle so you can have those unexpected compliments.
In Florida. It's in your mitochondria. When you grow it back, it's like getting back your youth. Why? Because that mitochondria is what made you young. You can get it back again. Okay.
You want to look younger? Hurry up and order your bundle.
One of the things that probably we found most gratifying was how it affected people emotionally, especially if you're trapped in a neurological condition and you just can't get out of. Okay, if it's an addiction or if it's an autistic situation, ADHD or whatever, or you are just depressed, like Earl Seals was. Earl Seals.
I just got a story I want to tell. For some reason, for the past couple of months, I've been really, really going through stuff, and it's been very stressful. And my mind was like lethargic. I couldn't think right, and actually, I could tell I was dying. And so I called an old friend of mine, David J. Smith, in California, and he was telling me about this company and everything, and I looked into it, and I was amazed at the testimony. So I sent for the product, Brain and Body, the Brain and Body one, and the first day I took it, I could tell a little different, but the second day, my lethargic and stuff, I was feeling bad. I started feeling really good. I'm saying, oh my God, this stuff is
after 2 days, y'all.
And so my depression left and stuff, and I just started really feeling good. And even though I haven't been taking it regularly, I just feel altogether different. I'm able to just think right now and stuff like that. And this is I mean, since I was 10 years old and offered the health and nutrition therapy, this is what brought me this far now. But this is the most amazing product that I've ever come across in 64 years. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is wonderful. So I'm really excited about it, and I really need all the information I can get because I really want to sell this product around the world. And so what do I need to do to
put it on the website? Make sure you go through, listen to every one of those interviews in all the PDFs that we have, each individual product, get what you outline. Okay, Earl?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep, change from customer to
okay.
paid rep when you get to that point. Yeah.
Let's recap the process here, especially if you got on the call late or all right. So we have this special technology that can regrow your mitochondria. That's what produces the energy your body runs on. And yours has been running out. All the diseases, all of this, all of that, damaging and killing mitochondria, accelerating your age. So our scientist, Dr. Elliott, figured it out. What the signals are, where you need to go to find ways to replace it, enhanced it with our XDS technology, makes it way, way more powerful, and you regrow your mitochondria. So when you listen to these people talk about their experiences, it's like that was what was happening as their mitochondria grew back. You heard Gary talking about his neck got straight, and we didn't straighten it out. His mitochondria produced the energy conversation with him. You're hearing Sis talk about the depression. It's just, I don't know that we could have anticipated this, that if you restore your mitochondria, your brain can reboot itself. It can start functioning normally. And maybe it never did before. That's the other thing. You could have been born with some of these dysfunctions, but resetting your mitochondria can make it, can just smooth it all out. Okay? Now, the technology to do this is in 3 of our products. Restore, which is whose primary purpose is cellular repair and organ regeneration. Yes, we can do that. And at its base, there are these ancient superfoods which we've amplified with our XDS technology. That will be olive oil or black seed oil. And don't try to go buy it at the grocery store because you won't find it. Okay? Then we source it internationally. We process it for 2 months before we send it out. That gets all 44 ingredients through our XDS process, which is enhancing them. Then there's Renew Brain and Body. Those are capsules. They're restored an oil-based product. The capsules are Renew Brain and Body. Why do you need those capsules? Because you can't find all the things we need to restore your mitochondria in one place, nor can we find them in one form. So the oil-soluble ones are in Restore, and then the water-soluble ones are in the capsules of Renew Brain and Body, right? And the brain part of Brain and Body is additional ingredients for your brain that can help you out, just like you just heard Sales just talking about just now, okay? So then there's this topical cream. It's so amazing. It's highly recommended for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, or your skin, any place on your body. Penetrates all layers of the skin. If you got something on there that you rather not have on there, a bump, a scratch, a mole, a scar you had on there for a decade, okay? Won't go away. Just keep rejuvenating and watch what happens, okay? Now, we put these together in bundles because we would like you to use all of them so you got the full mitochondrial effect going for you. Plus, it allows you to save money. And probably our most popular one is Brain and Body one. When you get a Restore, you get a Rejuvenate, you get a Brain and Body. And together, they can make all this stuff happen. They're great individually, right? But it's like 1 + 1 + 1 is way more than 3 when you put them all together. All right, so that's the idea there that, we have been uninformed and misinformed, okay, by a lot of commercials on TV. A lot of folks that are just trying to sell you something, all right? This is an opportunity to empower yourself from the cells up. It works just like you hear people talk about it every one of our calls. And what's our most important comment? All these people can't be lying. Okay? All right. They'll go there with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / and type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your website now. You know it's your site because your name's at the top of the page. So it's your phone number, your email, your WhatsApp, and that's where you send people. Once you've told them initially what you've learned, what you know, what you've experienced, they go to my website and let them listen for themselves to a selection of the testimonials. Let them read about the products, about XDS. Let them read the ingredient list. They can even look at the actual labels that are on the bottles. We're there to make sure they know everything, and most importantly, then purchase from your website. They can't buy from the company. They can only buy from you. But there's something else they can do. They can join you and have access to a much greater library of testimonials. Listen, we've created a one-of-a-kind product line. You know that now because of what you've heard. Nothing works like these products do. Well, we created a one-of-a-kind company to support those products. There's no fee to join MoreMito. We don't charge you to tell people about our products. There's no monthly fee to be here. We don't require you to be on auto ship. The website I just told you about, those are free. You don't pay for those. Our new app available, you don't pay for the app. Everything here is free from us. We cover those costs to enable you to share the message. And should you choose to, you don't have to, but should you choose to participate, in the compensation plan, and we hope you do. We wouldn't know these new people without you. You're going to love our compensation plan because it's like nothing you've ever seen. We don't pay once a month or once a week or once a day. Once you're a verified member, we've checked out your phone and your email. Every time somebody buys something, your compensation is in your back office to use. There's no seasoning of 7 days while a credit card clears or any of the other things you may have heard from other companies. If you join us as a referring customer, you've instantly got Mito Cash. That's internal cash. Use it to buy your product. Use it to pay for your shipping. Send it to other people in the company. We've got people outside the U.S. that love this feature because there's no currency exchange rate they have to worry about. They can buy their products straight up. And you can also upgrade to a paid rep. That's free. We don't charge you for that. Now, as a paid rep, you're sending cash through the Stripe connectivity system, ACH on steroids. It means you can send it to any bank virtually anywhere, even outside the U.S., and get it there quickly and safely. Safety is a concern these days. But you can also send it to your PayPal account. You can send it to your Venmo card. You can be spending it within 10 minutes of a purchase off your Venmo card. You've never seen anything like what we do, and that includes our support team. There's a phone number at the bottom of your website, bottom right. It's 509-593-3300. That is our support line. That phone is answered 6 days a week, and it's answered by real human beings. If you get a message, it's because everybody's already on the phone. This will shock you. You're going to get a call back. Nobody does that anymore. Major companies have gone to email or calls the next day. We don't do that. In fact, you know what? If you call us and hang up, we record your phone number. We know you called, and you may get a call back saying, hey, you didn't leave a message. Could we help you with something? So we're here with one goal. That's to support you. So we created a unique, one-of-a-kind product. It's not a decision of should I use MoreMito or should I use this other stuff. There is no other stuff that increases your mitochondria. We're it. We created a one-of-a-kind company to support it. We're here to be in business with you and to make sure you're rewarded for sharing our message. The one thing we can't do is talk to the people that you know, the people you interact with. You are surrounded by people, many who have conditions you may not even know about. And you have an answer now that can help them. Put our products with their DNA. Let's see what happens. Look, there's a 30-day empty bottle, money-back guarantee. There's nothing at risk here other than the disappearance of afflictions they're dealing with. And all you have to do is share the message. So let us know what we can do to help you. We've already done everything we can. And Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you. We've got some announcements to make a little later on 1099s and shipping.
Yes.
I'll turn it back to you.
Go ahead and make them now.
Okay, listen, everybody. If you have received an email from us about a 1099, you've gotten that if you made at least $600 in commissions, or if you have received Mito Cash of $600. Referring customers, you need to do a W-9. That changed last year with the IRS. Fill those out and send it to us. Now, I've got a few caveats for you. If nothing has changed since you originally filled out a W-9, don't worry about it. There's nothing you need to do. If you change your address, you'll need to update that. The W-9s are for us. They allow us to create the 1099 that goes to the IRS. You've got a W-9. If you didn't get it in the email from us, it's in your back office. And if you're a referring customer, let me give you a little tip to help you get it right away if you're worried about this. Not just get it, you can fill it out online. Upgrade yourself from a referring customer to a paid rep. The first thing it does is have you fill out a W-9, and then you can stay a referring customer. Many of you may not know this. You can move back and forth between paid rep, referring customer, even a regular customer. Just get the W-9 filled out. Let's get it in. And it's critical that you do this now because the month is running out. If you've got questions, call customer service or send us a text. But it's all pretty rudimentary and self-explanatory. So that's the W-9 issue, shipping. you may not have heard, but a lot of the country is covered in ice and snow. And things aren't moving, including delivery trucks. So you may have a delay of a day or two in your shipments. We're still shipping. We moved it to the West Coast for now. But if you've got a delay in your order, be understanding. I'm sure you are already. Check your back office. Check your tracking number. And if you feel that it's abnormally late, call us and we'll check into it for you. But that's the issue. You know that everything is moving slowly, including airplanes. If we fly it from the West Coast, it goes to Kentucky many times. Lucy's in Kentucky. And can the plane land and can they move it off the truck? So just be patient. Everything is going to be moving and warmer weather is coming. Roger, if I left it out, let me know. I'm giving it back to you.
All right, Dale. Thank you. Did great. Two opportunities here. The first one is for you to give this technology a try. Put it together with your DNA and see what your body comes up with. Maybe you've got a particular health concern, or maybe you just want to be the healthiest person you can possibly be. Either way, we honestly believe that more mitochondria is going to have a major impact on that. The other thing is that more people need to hear what you've been hearing today. We've created a risk-free opportunity to encourage you to engage with us and help us get this message out, right? I mean, there's just too many people who are suffering unnecessarily, right, that the supplement industry and the pharmaceutical industry have not adequately addressed, okay? We know we can help with that, and you do too if you've been on very many of our calls. So if any of that appeals to you, by all means, affiliate with us and let's see what we can do together. We've created this mobile marketing system to let you get information out about it. And by the way, I will be on the Zoom call tomorrow with Maria Novelette and Nick. We're going to have a new video that you'll be able to see. So check that out. We're going to give you an update on the mobile app progress and everything, and some new features that we've added to make sure you know about them. What this is going to do is solve the problem that everyone has had with respect to any endeavor they've been involved in, and that is how do you reach more people more effectively? Okay, how do you tell this mitochondria story? Well, you don't have to tell it. You're just going to need to send out these videos and, there's other informational collateral that we have to explain what we're doing, okay? I mean, a dog could have walked up to me with a note in his mouth and dropped it at my feet saying, mitochondria is going to fix you out or check it out, okay? So we do a lot better than that with this mobile marketing system. So by all means, again, if what we're doing resonates with you, let's see what we can do together. Okay. All right, get back to the person that invited. Get your questions answered. Let's get going. All right. With that said, *5 on your phone, or if you join us via the internet, there's a panel there. You can do *5 on that. We'll see your hand on the panel, and we'll be able to address your question or your concern, okay? All right, we got more hands there, more coming up all the time.
Yes, we do.
They're just zooming up the panel, and there we go, double digits. They were hanging back, but it's shooting up now. Okay, right. Wow, looks like we have overtime tonight. Okay.
I think so.
All right, so let's go right to Utah. I like these interesting names. Mabel, caller ID says.
All right, Mabel, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, so I had a friend who had some issues with sciatica, and even though they've been putting the rejuvenating and using the restore as well, they still have pain in the sciatica.
All right, well, let me address that. Actually, I'll do better than that. Let me let Dr. Joy address that, who is like a sciatica expert. Dr. Joy, are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right here.
So here's what I see, Mabel Moss, is that I ask people, can I put this rejuvenate that I've added the restore to it? It's the rejuvenate and the restore. The restore is going to take it in through the skin and all the way to the bone in that sciatica area, which is in the middle of the hip. Okay? So I'm going to ask the person what side. So you go to that side. Usually the stress is so much, one leg would be shorter than the other one. And you're going to wipe your Rejuvenate that was white. Now it's orange because you added your Restore to it. You're going to wipe it in the middle of your hip real good. And you want to put some pressure there. Now, how do you get the right amount of pressure in that spot? You know, and so you could use your longest finger and push and massage it. It's almost like it's a little ball, a tiny little ball right under that skin in the middle, in that joint. But if you could push up on it and put a little pressure on it for 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to find out that the pain leaves instantly. Because this product is transdermal. It's going to bring that Restore and all those 44 ingredients right in there and get rid of all that inflammation. The one leg could have been shorter than the other one, but guess what now? They're both the same height. You walk away from that, and you're going to feel like you got a new joint, a new hip joint. Now, and sometimes you could just back your hip up to a doorknob to put the pressure in there. It is such a wonderful healing in just a quick little 2 to 3 minutes. You want to get this mitochondria product all the way into that hip joint because it repairs tendons and ligaments and joints and all of that stuff. It loosens them and get that inflammation out of there in 2 to 3 minutes, which is in the center of that hip, with using that Rejuvenate. That is a beautiful orange color now because of the Restore. And it gets rid of pain anywhere like that. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Joy. Most people don't do that often enough, 4, 5, 6 times, and not too many when it comes to applying. You got a situation like that, Mabel. So give that a try, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Dale. Why don't we find out? Let's stay in Utah. How about that wireless caller in Utah? Number is in 7112.
You got it, wireless caller. I have unmuted you. Give us your name and ask your question.
Yeah, my name is David Murray.
Hello, David.
I have a son that has schizophrenia. And if you would have any results of anyone being cured by taking your product?
Okay. Describe how it affects your son, please.
He's agitated quite a bit, and just.
So you're saying schizophrenia? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So with all the neurological conditions, and a reference are you already enrolled with us, by the way?
No.
Okay. When you are, it's free. You can go in our back office, look up where it says announcements, and there's a link there that says listen to previous calls, and there's a topic we did a few weeks back that says reboot your brain. Okay? Mm-hmm. And we go through virtually all the neurological. I mentioned it during this call. People who have seizures and every manner of neurological condition, for some reason, this mitochondrial restoration process seems to rapidly affect that. So check that out for more examples. And I can't explain to you how it works because I'm not as smart as God is, but it does have some profound effects. Okay?
Yeah, I can do that. Just wondering if anybody's ever been cured of it.
Okay, so as I said, we've had every condition, every condition like that, okay, has been positively affected. I won't use the word cure, you know that. We feed mitochondria. We don't do conditions. We do mitochondria. Your body does the rest of that curing, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. If you to talk to you more, okay?
Yeah, so just real quick, what supplement would you recommend?
All of them. All of these things are designed to do one thing, regrow your mitochondria. So there's Restore, which is an oil-based product, Brain and Body, it's capsules. Again, they both affect mitochondria different ways. And then there's Rejuvenate you hear us talking about. You can mix some of the Restore and Rejuvenate like you've heard us talk about. Together, all three are massively affecting mitochondria. That's what we got to do in order for us to, your body to be in a position to make these positive changes in your health. And that's why it affects so many different things. We change the topic every week. We talk about the same bundle because it's the same process. Restore your mitochondria. Let your body fix you the way it's designed to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Ready to have me on?
Great question. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Okay. How about, I'm trying to get this name right. It's all written together. Akhenaten? Is that Akhenaten?
That is quite a unique name. You are in Atlanta. Your phone number, I can do phone numbers, 4514. Pronounce your name for us and ask your question.
That's right. It's Akhenaten. Thank you both, Roger and Dale, doing a wonderful job for us. I got a question actually trying to find in my back office the any kind of testimony on seizures. I got a prospect that's about to purchase some projects, and I couldn't find anything at this point.
Yes, we do. So if you will go, you have your mobile app downloaded?
I do.
Okay. Or in your back office, go into MoreMito Info, People Health category, and look under neurological. Okay? If you don't specifically see it, use the generalized search and type in the word seizure. But I will check. I'll make sure I've got something loaded up. Like if you don't see it, then I'll check after the call to make sure it's in there. But that's how you can find it, okay? So,
all right, thanks.
You had to remember, we had a young lady when we did that Reboot Your Brain call. She was having seizures like daily. They stopped. They became few and far between as soon as she got on Mito. And I played that in that call.
As soon as she got on.
So if it's not on, I'll for sure load that one up. Okay?
All right, thank you. Yeah, I remember hearing that too, but I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'll put it where you can get it.
All right.
If it's not, it may already be there. I just have to specifically check, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, good meeting you in Atlanta.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Stay warm.
All right. Teresa Bailey in New York. Caller ID says.
Teresa, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, hi, gentlemen. How are you?
Okay.
So my mom is 80, and she has well, she'll be 80 in July. She has severe plaquing in her arteries. She had two strokes, and they said that she has an aneurysm on her brainstem. She has high blood pressure, but she's not taking the medication we're using the MoreMito. And she also has, like other issues like heart palpitations, and then a lung infection. So she's taking the MoreMito now. She's taking 2 dropperfuls 3 times a day. Should I increase that? And is that
you could? I mean, it's really, really safe. I mean, you can take as much as you want. I mean, I call it, I think salad dressing is so safe, right? But were you listening in last week when we did the call on that topic? We talked about plaque and cholesterol and all of that to clot your arteries.
Yeah.
Did you hear that call?
Yeah. No, unfortunately I missed that call, but she does. So she's not taking any statins. She's literally not taking anything. She's just following the MoreMito protocol along with a few other.
Right. So we did along with Dr. Joe, we did a really thorough job of that. Gave you a diet with oatmeal and stuff you could add to it. Please go back there and listen to those other doctors. I put about 3 or 4 or 5 different videos and articles and everything back there of the whole process of eating and using our products and everything to position your body to get that inflammation down in those arteries, help your body remove that plaque. Because like 2 of your systems are broken. You know, once that plaque accumulates like that, there's a system. That's what your HDL is for. It's supposed to carry that plaque away, but it's been broken. So all the things you need to do to get that fixed are in there. You know, it's not just about supplementing and everything. The part that the people have to address is the exercise and the way you eat. And so we were addressing that in that call. Okay?
Right. No, she is eating clean. Yes, thank you.
If any of y'all missed that, we have both of those recordings. It's on either Success on Stephanie or Health the Wealth Show with Stephanie.
It would be very helpful. Are you also taking break body?
No, I'm going to order that as well.
Yeah, I would always do I'd always do the whole suite of products, the whole bundle, right? Because again, we need that's giving you maximum response from the mitochondria. Okay, but you will find all that other material we put back to all those links to be very enlightening. You want to do the whole process.
Okay, all right. So you're saying that she should put this cream on her skin, do the brain, body, and then as well as the liquid, the restore.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing: we ate our way into those problems with our arteries and everything. That's and we got to eat our way out. And to address the supplementation side with your mitochondria and everything, and not make sure you're doing that correctly, like having one foot on the gas and the other one on the brake. You know, so and it's highly effective. It's highly effective. It is so effective that let's just start from the supplementation side. We had a lady come to us with arteries 90% blocked, Reverend Enoch, some years ago. And that was on our first generation technology. That's what we got now, which is like Star Trek: The Next Generation. I saw that lady on a Thursday, where she was supposed to have a operation on that following Tuesday for these 90% blocked arteries. She was only on our technology for a few days, and then the next Thursday we see her arteries were already down 50%.
From 90% to 50% in a few days, y'all. You better go get your bundle.
Again, everyone is different. We don't know how severe this is or isn't. But we should definitely address it all those different ways, not just our supplementation, which is fantastic, but also how she should be preparing her food.
Yes, no, we've definitely addressed that. Okay, all right, thank you. So can I just ask you, do you know the woman that you just mentioned to me, how was she taking it? So right now my mother's taking 2 dropperfuls 3 times a day. What should we increase it? I increase it to?
Again, I mean, it's really whatever you can afford, because it's all very safe. But I would be trying to, if you're going to triple dose the Restore, I would also be triple dosing the brain and body. Okay. I'm going to order that. Okay. Because here's what Stephanie.
Meaning they'll be buying 3 bundles. If you're triple dosing, that's 3 bundles. 3 of these.
It's because in order to make sure we get that effect, we have to account for the fact that different people respond differently to different things. Right? That's why all those products with a few ingredients in it, so they can say they're a mitochondria product too, don't do that much. So that's why I encourage everybody to use the entire bundle and max out that mitochondria effect, with all the stuff we put in there.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Yeah, stay in touch with us. Let us know how your mom comes out. If you need any more support, call us with customer service and we can get back to you. Okay, so let's go to the West Coast and talk to Darvin Chanter, Long Beach, Colorado, he said.
All right. Darvin, I unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hello. My question is for the senescent cells. I know your product, you said that it enhances the number of mitochondria. So I'm not too sure about the the mitochondria is the energy factor of the cells. So what about the senescent cells? How does it play out with those?
Okay, so, yeah, let me respond. I got you. About time somebody asked me that question. Let me just explain senescent cells to everybody else who might not be familiar with. So, when cells stop dividing and stop functioning and just like laying around, okay, we call them senescent. That's a mitochondrial issue in this regard. Healthy mitochondria are what send the signal to tell these cells to be recycled. Okay? And that system is broken. So you accumulate too many. You're gonna have or you can have a few of them, but you get more and more and more. And when you have a senescent cell, that's kind of like a car going down a road with a broken emission system, polluting the place. So they're dangerous when you have a lot of them because they're creating, way more free radicals. So what we do to regrow your mitochondria is addressing all of that by definition, because we have to. And once we make the mitochondria healthy, they go away. I will be publishing, you'll be able to get it in your back office, all the specific ingredients in Restore and Bring It Body and so forth that also play a role in that we're amplifying with our XPS technology. Okay, we crush that. Okay, without question. And if you go back to the calls we did, we also talk about the nutrition stuff you should be eating and whatnot, how you exercise. Intermittent fasting, is a great way to have it too. Why? Because it helps make your mitochondria healthy. All the stuff that you help to make your mitochondria healthier, like exercise, for example, having a particular diet, they all help senescent cells as well. All right.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
All righty.
Good question.
How about North Carolina, Dale? Donald Williams.
All right, Donald, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Appreciate this call. My first time on the call, recommended by a good friend, John Lennon. And I'm very, Godfather. Very impressed with everything that I'm hearing. I want to ask this question. I have a sister-in-law. She actually lives in Brazil. That she was just diagnosed a couple of days ago with a form of congestive heart failure. But she's having a lot of pain in her joints, knuckles, elbows, her key, knees.
She needs to get it
swelling and things of that nature. And I wanted to know if, first of all, if the product could be, if they can join the site and product could be shipped to them. And if that's so, then would that product do anything significant for her?
Yeah, so let's understand why all that pain comes with it. When you have really poor circulation, you're going to hurt. Okay? Yeah. You're going to hurt. And the congestive heart failure is an indication that our circulation is extremely poor. Right. Again, last week was the week we did an amazing call on that. All the handouts and everything are there. So when you affiliate with us, you just log in your back office and you can see that whole call, all the suggestions we made, like I was talking to one of the callers just prior to you. Okay. But we eat our way into it. We end up inflaming that cholesterol that's in our blood vessels. Then your body's trying to patch it up with calcium, and then the thing can break, and that's when you got a stroke or you got a heart attack and all of that. Anyway, everything's congested. But our track record on that has been just remarkable. You just heard me talk about a lady who was 90% blocked. Okay? Right. And then if you put that together with the really amazing eating suggestions that the doctors that we're referencing in their handouts with that call, you right. Say that. In fact, what you're hearing them say is this: the operations that they have to unblock your arteries, the doctors who do that, the MDs who specialize in this food as medicine approach, what they call it, will tell you the operation they need necessary. Right. That you can have as good or better effect just by eating right, and in our case, supplementing right, because you still need to have the power to make all that stuff work even better. That's what we
supplementing right.
Okay. So yeah.
Building your mitochondria.
And wherever that was, they'll ship it everywhere the FedEx will take it. You may already be shipping it Dale, you may want to comment on that.
Yeah, we have no trouble getting it down there. So just put the order in, we'll trip it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Very good. Glad to hear that.
Okay. Great having you on, Donald.
Thank you, my pleasure. Good call.
Yeah, thank you. How about Ellie in Atlanta?
All right, Ellie, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
All right, I have two things to share. One of them is a question that someone asked me about the technology you use, and I think they're concerned if you might have little nanoparticles in it and things like that.
Yes. Okay, so there are no nanoparticles in our product. So see, the nano, if you read the description I wrote for Bev, it says his background is informed by his background in nanotechnology. He studied nanotechnology and carbon-based systems and stuff like that. So he understands that. He gets all that. The man's a chemist and a physicist. Okay? But what you come to understand, apart from the advertising, right, is that you don't need to put nanoparticles in it. The question I always ask people that talk like they know a lot about nanoparticles, because they get into the size of them and all of that, is I say, well, what size does your body make? Then they stop and think about that. Well, it makes the right size. Okay? So that's what it is. Just the structuring that he's doing and everything creates that effect. And that has to do with the size of small particles. That's called quantum mechanics. Okay? Now, that's that part. Let me tell you the other part, which people are concerned about, dangerous concern. Industries in our country are making very dangerous nanoparticles that can get in the groundwater and get in your body, and they are very not good. They're dangerous, okay? And it's just part of the toxicity that our bodies have to deal with. And again, the best thing you can do about any of this is regrow your mitochondria so your body's strong enough to try to, counter that. But to specifically answer your question, there are no nanoparticles in our product. All the structuring is done with natural substances and everything that end up being the right size at the nano level to do the things that you hear about people talk about on a call. Okay?
Good. I told her I did not believe there was anything like that in there. That it had more to do with the size than anything else. So.
You got it right.
Now she can listen, and she can find out, and I can tell her that I asked. And the second thing I wanted to say is this: a friend of mine who just recently signed up asked me for my testimony, and I haven't been on here in quite a while, and I have not really shared the neat things that have been happening.
Okay,
so
go right ahead.
I'm actually looking for it to read it, so that way I don't get all sidetracked. Dear, well, I won't tell you her name. This is in response to your request for a testimony. During the past few months, I've noticed MoreMito's benefits in a couple of ways. One was with my teeth. A section of a tooth in the upper right side of my mouth came out about 1.5 years ago after crunching on something hard. After that, I didn't chew on that side of my mouth very much because it was tender and could get a bit painful. Last summer, when I was recovering from heat exhaustion, I got a bad tooth infection. The right side of my mouth swelled up and I was running a fever. My folks were worried and thought I should go to the dentist and get it pulled. I was doing some natural remedies when Grandpa reminded me of Restore and Rejuvenate. So several times a day, I swished the oil in my mouth and put the combined gel and oil on my gums around the tooth. The swelling and fever went down and the area stopped being sore and tender. I still swish the oil in my mouth. The tooth still has a section out of it, but it is not tender there anymore, I can also chew on that side of my mouth. The other thing I noticed is that a month or so after I started taking Brain and Body consistently, my energy level got better and I think more clearly. Hugs and prayers.
Awesome testimonials.
All right, thank you, Ellie.
This is why you need to get on it. See what it's going to do for your body by you building your mitochondria.
I know you got like 20 Ellies on, so, or Eli's.
Yeah, so I'd like to get back to you and talk to you more. I need some help trying to get your last name straight. Say it one more time.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
Ellie, E-L-I space S-H-E-B-A.
And that was your last name?
All right, we got you.
Okay, good. Thank you, Dale. Dale to the rescue.
We got it.
Okay. All right, Ellie. So appreciate you being on the call with us tonight.
Yes, indeed. We'll be in touch.
Okay. Alton Bryce in Newcastle, Delaware, caller.
Alton, I have unmuted you. Go ahead from Newcastle.
Good night, gentlemen and family and friends. Mike, the question that I want to ask, when we want to share the information, and I do share, it is not going through, so I don't know if the system has been fixed as yet, so that we can share what we want to share easily, so that we can send these notification out so that others can hear what we are sharing.
The sharing part is absolutely working. Everything that's back there that you need that's not there. And we're talking about share MoreMito info within your back office right now. That's working perfectly. That's done. The whole thing is about 80% finished, and that's part of the 80% that is finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alton, call me tomorrow. Call customer service. They'll put you in touch with me, and let's test it in real time. I want to know the system you're using, and we can recreate anything you've got going on. Also, do this if you're using. Listen, this is for everybody. If you're using the app, there have been updates to the app. Take the time to delete it and reinstall it to make sure you've got the most recent version of the app with all the current bells and whistles. And then Alton, we'll talk tomorrow, okay?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
You bet.
And everything is in your back office, printed back, if you have access to a computer. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Teresa Bailey in New York. Teresa Bailey.
Teresa, I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hi, yes, I have another question. My aunt, she's 86 years old. She had breast cancer. She had her mastectomy and a few lymph nodes removed. She also was diagnosed with endometrial cancer. She said that since she started using the MoreMito, she's been bleeding. I told her that she should continue taking it. She's taking a dropperful 3 times a day. What's your advice for me to give her?
Okay, take more. A drop of, the starting dose is 4 milliliters, which would be 4 droppers. I'm hearing you say a dropper, 1 dropper 3 times a day, so that's not even a full dose.
4 of these up to this line.
So
I'm
is
sorry,
1 dose.
one dropperful is not a full dose?
No, it's 4.
4 dropperfuls. Oh.
4 filled to the 1 milliliter line.
That she has, I would suggest she double or triple that. Okay? Double or triple that, if at all possible. And do the whole bundle, which you may be doing, but I'm just making sure. Brain and body and everything. Because again, here's what it is. We don't do any conditioning. It doesn't matter what the condition is. From our side, all we're doing is regrowing the mitochondria. Your body is magnificent enough to handle whatever the condition is, because it's already doing that. Her body's already fighting that cancer. It's just going to fight harder, or the HIV, or whatever else somebody might have.
Okay. And then lastly, someone who's taking the COVID vaccine, she took both vaccines and the booster. Do you recommend this for her as well?
I recommend this for everybody. Again, regardless of what it is. That still falls in the, we don't do conditions, we do mitochondria. Yes. But the body does these conditions way better once you regrow the mitochondria, right? Right. And I have a different attitude about the jab that people talk about it, right? There are toxins everywhere. And there's new ones you don't even know about. Could be in your house right now. Okay? So, mold and this, that, and the other. The body's really resilient, and it gets even more so when you regrow your mitochondria to give it really something to fight with. Okay? So, if you've taken it, out, just take our stuff. It will help detoxify better because your body is detoxifying right now. Just do it faster and better with more energy. Okay.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to say, so I called customer service and I spoke to the woman there, and she indicated that the dropper, one dropper full was 4 milliliters, and you're telling me that one dropper, she needs to
that's a misunderstanding. That's a misunderstanding. It says right on the bottom, 4 milliliters.
That's 1 milliliter.
Okay.
1 milliliter. The regular dosage is 4 milliliters. So that will be 4 droppers of this filled to that line.
The highest number
of the Restore All equaling one dose.
But one dropper is 1 mil, as you can plainly see. And at the side of the bottle, listen, a lot of people make this mistake. That's why I want to jump in. We see this a lot. Right on the side of the bottle, which I'm holding in my hand, it says serving size 4 mils. If a dropper goes up to 1 mil, as Roger says, 4 droppers is the minimum daily dose. It also says on the side of the bottle, 4 droppers, parentheses, 4/5 of a teaspoon. That's why you hear a lot of folks saying a teaspoon almost full, because they don't like messing around with droppers. So, as Roger said, as you indicated, she's taking 3 droppers a day. She's not even at a full dose.
Right.
Listen, we've got some people doing 1 dropper a day thinking they're doing a full dose. And I had to tell one person he never experienced a product, not at 1 dropper a day. You need to do 4 to get the initial benefit. And then we've got people with severe conditions. We've got people doing chemotherapy. We've got people on kidney dialysis. They're taking 2 and 3 doses a day, at least in the beginning, trying to replace, or more, trying to replace the mitochondria. If you're 80, you've been losing mitochondria for 70 years. You're lucky to have 5%. So double dose, triple dose, those first few weeks, let's get that mitochondria built back. But as Roger also says, you can't overdose on this stuff.
Okay.
So don't hesitate, and you'll see the changes. It'll turn a corner, and you'll see it. But that's a very good point. I'm glad you brought it up. Listen, everybody, look close at your dropper. Get a magnifying glass. That top line is 1 mil. Here's the other thing. The bulb doesn't fill it much past that. I source the droppers for the company. They drive me crazy. And we're getting you the best ones we can get. But it's 1 mil per dropper. 4 droppers is the dose.
Thank you. Okay. I couldn't read it, and so I called customer service, and she said that a full dropper full was 4 ml. And so that's why, okay, but thank you.
I'll talk to our customer service.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you. That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty.
Great question.
Grace White. Let's go back to Philadelphia. One of our angels, Grace White.
All right. Grace, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Oh.
Grace.
Great.
Sleep
here. Fall asleep. Go ahead.
I have my
right.
Michael?
Yes.
Yeah,
Michael Loman.
Share. Yes, he wants to do.
Hey guys, how you doing, everyone? Good evening.
Good.
I just want to give a quick comment and update. Just maybe just to encourage people to just keep going and stay consistent. I made a comment last week to Grace that it didn't seem like there was many things happening. Now, I had all kind of major breakthroughs that I'm just maintaining at this point. However, I got my, just a couple of days later, I got the labs from dialysis, and all the numbers that's supposed to be going up are going up, and all the numbers that's supposed to be coming down. And I don't even use the blood pressure medication anymore. And my blood pressure is always around like 125 over 75.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to encourage people to, even when it seems like there's not much happening, to just keep happening. I went to the eye doctor again maybe about a month ago, and the pressure in my eye was 10 and 11, and I had zero inflammation in my eyes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
So
So happy
thank
for
you
you.
guys very much.
Why we do
And I'm
this?
going to keep sticking it out.
Yeah. How high has your eye pressure gotten, Michael? Michael, how high has it was what?
21 and 23.
Okay. So 21 and 23 is a good case of glaucoma. Okay? So what you're hearing is how his body fixed all that. We just fed the mitochondria. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Grace.
Cell phone person in unknown. Number ends in 9383.
Yep, 9383. I found it. I've unmuted you. Give us your name and ask your question.
Hi, my name is Miriam. Marie. I have like a neuropathy. I had to get my left toe amputated, and so I still have like a lot of numbness in my feet. They got me on the gabapins. You know, they don't work that well, but I'm taking it. I'm just like, I would like to know, how do you go about getting this information, this product? Well, my sister, she is with you guys. Her name is Regina. And she was telling me about it, so I would like to really get into it, but I would like to know also how much the product costs, and there was something else. And I forgot.
Okay.
And my mind does not look like it used to be either.
I understand.
That's okay.
Miriam, how much of this call did you listen to tonight? How long were you on?
I've been on it since 9 o'clock.
Okay. So we've talked about the technology and everything through all of that. Okay. And your sister, was it your sister you said that introduced you? Okay.
Yes.
She's going to help you get on the website and make that order, or you can just call customer service. Okay. That's all you got to do, and we'll help you through it. Because a lot of people, that's why Dale and his crew over there do a magnificent job of being very sensitive to people who need help placing orders for whatever reason. Okay? So just call them and let them help you in great detail, okay?
Okay. All right. So I know, I hear that it helps you with neuropathy. And so my situation was like, I went to Chicago and got a pedicure. And the pedicure, they like cut the side of my baby toe and my big toe. And so I never had neuropathy before. I never had anything wrong with my feet. But when I came back, all this started happening to me. So
it's an inflammatory condition. Okay. That getting your foot cut didn't help that. It made it more so. All right. And you're diabetic, are you? Or do you have high blood pressure or both?
I'm not a diabetic, they keep telling me, but I have high blood pressure.
Okay. All those things are killing mitochondria faster than ever, right? And so what our technology does, as you've been hearing on the whole call, is we grow that mitochondria so your body has a better ability to fix all of that. Okay, so that's just generally how it works. okay?
Okay.
But none of it works until you take it. So, get back with Regina, I think you said it was. We'll call customer service and let's get you going. Then we got something to talk about. Okay?
Customer service numbers 509 593 3300. 509 593 3300.
In Florida, another one of our angels. Stephanie, you there?
Esmeralda, I unmuted you. Yes, she's there.
Hello, I love you guys. Many blessings. But before you call on me, could you call on, I have a customer on the line, and she needs to put her kids to bed. The child has autism, and she needs help.
Is that Mila Cabell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 89
Mila
and something.
Cabell.
And then we'll come back. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Mila, go ahead.
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, so I'm calling regarding my son. He's 5 years old, and he was diagnosed with autism. And he's verbal. He talks a little bit. He's on a diet, and we also have him on a few supplements. We did the O test. We checked his gut microbiome, so he has like a leaky gut, so a lot of gut problems. And he's like on a diet, so he started eating a lot better. And also, I started giving him the for the mitochondria, the drops and the cream. So if maybe we are on it for like maybe 10 days, I don't see a lot of results. I do it twice a day, and the cream I do 3 times a day. I know probably he has a gene mutation, and then we need better to detox the body. But also, is there something that you can suggest me that I can give it to him, or like any idea?
So tell me, are you mixing the Restore and the Rejuvenate?
Yes.
Okay. Are you putting it on the back of his neck and all around his face, eyes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, do it more times a day. Okay. Now, how much Restore is he taking internally?
So now, maybe 0.75 twice a day.
How much twice a day?
0.75.
So 0.75. You're giving him 75% of 1 milliliter, which is 1 milliliter and a half when you add together, right? Do more. How old is he? You say he's 5?
He's 5, yes.
Okay, give him more.
45 pounds.
So what's going to happen is this. He has a gut issue.
Yeah, a lot.
We paid a lot of attention to guts in the formulation Dr. Elliott did. So it's going to encourage his good bacteria, discourage the bad bacteria. It's really helping the gut get sort itself out. Okay? So I give him more of that. And he's 5 years old. You know, you could even take a capsule, open the capsule, and put part of it in his food or whatever for the brain, for that brain and body.
So he needs to be on all 3. She only has him on 2.
I'm concerned that he needs more of the Restore to help.
She only has him on 2.
Gut and take advantage of all the tech that's in there for guts, right? And then
needs all 3.
The Rejuvenate mixer again on the back of that around his head. Because most of the time the kids just pop, they just respond immediately. So if he has complications that are making his progress slower. Okay?
Yeah.
But don't be discouraged. You heard people talk about that earlier, you know. We say everybody is different, so that would be your body, his body, not somebody else's. You just gotta stay with it.
Yeah.
If his body is doing the work, our product isn't. All our product is doing providing the nourishment that's gonna let his body do that, but we still gotta let it do that. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, and then also, do you suggest, should I do it like before food, like on an empty stomach, while he eats, after food? Like, what is the best way to give it to him?
I take mine all those ways. I'm on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. I'm going to take it right in proximity to my meal at noontime, and a dose later in the day might be back on empty stomach again because I'll eat one meal a day anyway. You know, all of it works. Bottom line, get it in.
Okay. Okay, and then, like, I usually did him like twice a day. Should I increase it 3 times a day?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you only going 1.5 milliliters, okay? So you step that up. You know, make it 3 or 4. I mean, go ahead. Let's go. It's super safe. Like I said, I call it high-tech salad dressing. You don't have to worry about it. You know, it's like not a controlled substance, okay? It's food.
Okay, and then the Renew, should I split in half, or I can give the whole thing?
I would split it in half.
Yeah.
And try that first. And let's just see how he tolerates it. And if for any reason, you know, he is detoxing or anything like that, then Esmeralda does a pro. She can help you with all of that with, you know, cut it back. She'll stay with you through that whole process.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, hopefully next time when I call it's going to be with better news.
All right. And thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome information.
Right,
you know, somebody has autism. You want to share this episode with them so that they can get the information and, you know, get their family member or their self product.
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Gail. Hi, Roger. I'm totally amazed again by a wonderful call. Thank you so much. I'm 12 weeks on the product, 77. The pain in my knees is subsiding. I've started using the Petlife in my eyes, and I'm now using the Restore. I'm actually using the Pet Restore. I have a lot of things going on. But last night I woke up, or this morning I woke
use
up.
this in my ears.
3 or 4.
The
Sometimes
Restore
I
All.
wake up after a while and I'm up. I started reading this book that I'm looking at, but I couldn't find my glasses, so I just said, I'm going to just read it. And I looked, and it's like, wait a minute, the fonts or the words are coming more into focus. So something's going on there. I'm using the Restore and the Rejuvenate, brushing my teeth with it. And so just good things are happening. I did use the app, and I sent something to a friend of mine. His brother's got blindness. And the next morning, I when I turned on the phone, the app said that my friend had opened what I'd sent him. Like, that was cool because it just reminded me.
Y'all.
One last thing.
The MoreMito
app. I bumped
app.
into a neighbor today walking, and her husband had been bit by a dog. And as I talked with her, she opened up and told me about the diabetes that her husband has, and that they're going to try to get rid of some of the arthritis by scraping her bones. And I just got to share something with her. And it was awesome to be able just to talk with somebody. I'm 77, so when I talk to people, it's like, they'll say, how you doing? I say, well, I'm doing good. The pain's leaving my knees, and that opens people's eyes that are in my age bracket. Anyway, I'm totally amazed and loving these calls because where else do you get online and or on a phone line and hear that good news? And
yes,
and I love the fact that I'm giggling with you guys.
Get on here and get the knowledge.
You're hearing people's stories because I get it. It's like this is the beautiful work being done, and I'm glad. I thank the Creator for making this body. So it works with the MoreMito. So anyway, all the best to you. Thanks again. I'll be on Saturday.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
God,
you.
our
For sure.
creator.
Okay.
And the MoreMito works with the body that God created
All right.
to build your
We're going to
mitochondria
South
up.
Carolina. Matt McGee, foot soldier.
All right. Marvin, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. As you said, this foot soldier out of South Kakalaki. I'm out here walking and listening to all these phenomenal testimonies. I've been on this
He's exercising
technology
as he's
now
talking.
for 5 months, and it has changed my entire life 180 degrees.
Been on it
I
for
will
5
be very
months.
brief. I have a new testimony on the back end. But I've dealt with chronic pain for 3 decades. I'm fused together from C2 to C5, 2 pins in my hand, 3 gens of disc in my back, both my ankles on 2 different occasions, diagnosed with PTSD, depression secondary to chronic pain, AFib, neuropathy. I think that's about it. Since I've been on this technology, all of that has dissipated to only thing that I deal with now is a little of the neuropathy, but 3 decades to what I have right now, I'm happy.
Wow.
Mental clarity is on 10.
Wow.
Emotional stability, clairvoyance. I stay happy. I keep myself away from any type of negativity. Keep my frequency high. Eat as clean as I can. And the new testimony that I have is last Thursday, I was in the gym, which I go to the gym Monday through Friday and work out. And at one point, I was just sitting at the house. But my friend challenged me to run, and I haven't ran in decades. So I was on the treadmill, and she was like, "Okay." Basically, I was at like 3.4, went to 4, and she was like, "Well, I believe he can go to 5." I was at 4.9. When I went to 5, something pulled below my calf, and I was letting her know. I was like, "I don't think I should go," but of course, you know, as a male, you got your little ego that got a hold of me, and I knew I shouldn't have did it. And when I did it, I pulled. So, long story short, from that day until now, all I was doing was taking the Rejuvenate and the Restore and rubbing it on there. I mean, with a deep, like a deep tissue massage. And right now, I have minimal pain.
Wow.
So, I say that to say this. As long as you use this technology with consistency and a burning desire and belief that it's going to work, you're going to get miraculous results. And I thank the Father. I thank Coach T. I thank Reggie Williams. I thank you, Pop. I thank Devin for your due diligence, because without this, me, Marvin McGee, aka Foot Soldier, wouldn't be having a better quality of life to where I can share this with the masses. I give it back to you, sir.
Wow.
All right,
that was real awesome.
Really appreciate it.
Real awesome. I'm gonna have to do a single episode just about what he shared.
Yeah, knows what he's talking about. Okay.
Yes,
so Sonia Harris does too. Georgia, down in Atlanta.
Yep. Whoop, she just bumped. Sonia, I unmuted you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you so much for allowing me to share. I'm ecstatic. This week I got my test results for my A1C. I don't know if you remember when I first got started with the program, my A1C was 15.5. I'm ecstatic.
15.5 A1C.
15.5. Had a stroke as a result. And, I shouldn't really be here, but by the grace of God, I am still here. But it was 15.5. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my results yesterday. 6.0.
Wow.
6.0.
Big difference.
Wow, I'm ecstatic, and this, like I said before, I'm helping 4 generations: my mother, myself, my grandson, and my son.
Wow.
So it doesn't get any better than that. You can help change the quality of the life of your family.
You need to get your bundles, y'all.
I don't do anything else. I've done that, and just to get it from 15.5 down to 6.0, I'm ecstatic. Playing pickleball every day, 4 or 5 hours a day. I can't stop. I can't get enough of it. Day by day and every way we get better the MoreMito way. Thank you for allowing me to share.
The MoreMito way, yes.
Triple threat.
You got to try the MoreMito way.
Thank you. Okay, so we got Sonia, we got Dan, we got Scott Lamb.
All right, Scott. I have unmuted you. Go ahead, Scott. In Naples, Florida. Scott, are you there?
Yeah, we can now.
Now we
Go ahead, Scott.
How do you brush your teeth with the product?
Say it one more time, Scott. Couldn't quite make it out.
How do you brush your
How
teeth
do you brush your teeth
with the products?
Okay, so you can just take that mixture, just like you do toothpaste, and put it on the toothbrush and brush your teeth with it. I mean, it's straightforward.
You can use this.
We've had people do that who had like cigar stains and whatnot on their teeth, take it right off. And then just swish the Restore around in your mouth if you do that, and then leave the Restore in there. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
So
and
these
the
two on your
gum health
toothbrush.
and teeth health is just amazing.
And you swish this around in your mouth as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're brushing with Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Rejuvenate goes on the
with
toothbrush.
Rejuvenate on the
Yeah,
toothbrush.
the cream. And then you follow up. Hey, listen, anybody who's concerned or wondering about it, first of all, this was told to us by some of our folks. And then the response they were having, the base of the cream is aloe vera.
I put this on my toothbrush as well, so it's up to you.
You use it to brush your teeth. You taught us it, and wow, what an effect it's having.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Okay. Leroy from Oakview, California. Leroy.
All right, Leroy. I have muted you. Yeah. Leroy, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, hi. I have cataracts, and I've been taking this product for a couple of months. And I'm just wondering if it would clear the cataracts up enough so I get my driver's license back.
Well, how are you taking it?
Well, I'm taking all 3 products, and
What are you putting on your eyes? How are you treating your eyes?
Well, I'm using I'm putting the Rejuvenate around my eyes, and then I got a little bit of the Petlife. I put a little bit of Petlife on in the nighttime in my eyes.
Are you putting the Petlife drops right on your eyeball? Let them drop right on that eyeball.
Yeah.
How many times a day?
Just once.
Okay. Do it more.
Do it more.
I mean, cataract tricky, okay? So put and have you had your lenses replaced? If you had cataract surgery? Okay, good.
No, I haven't.
So you just gotta do it more often. And
how often is more often?
More than
you
what
can't
you're
do it
doing
too
now.
many times, but more than enough. It's not enough, okay? You got a difficult situation, you're trying to make rapid progress. I mean, you should be like
do it as
2,
many
3,
times
4,
as you
5
can
times
afford
a day,
to buy the
not too many.
product.
As often as you can, every time you can. I don't know what your circumstances are in terms of, going to work and things like that. But do it as often as you can. Nourish those cells frequently is the idea.
Because I've used it, it stings a little bit, and I can't see that well.
Yeah, so the idea is, first thing I'm going to look up this ceiling, I'm doing it right now, because I need to get a good target for my eye. I don't want to get tangled in my eyelashes. Put those couple drops there, close your eye immediately, okay? And that's how that stinging will go away quickest. The problem with it, if it gets tangled in your eye, it's like it'll keep dripping in your eye. Now it can make it sting more, okay? So, try to get a good target by leaning back. You can lay back on the bed, and drip it in there, or get somebody to do it for you if you can't see that well. But get it right on that eyeball, close it, and go do the other one, close it, and usually within a few minutes the sting will go away. But again, if you mess around and get it where it's good on your eyelashes, I've done that, and I can tell you, it'll linger more. But if you get it, once you get the hang of it, it'll go better.
The problem primarily on the eyeball, because I've been putting the Rejuvenate on my eyebrows also, around my eyes. Should I be doing that?
Yeah. So you put it, I put some on close my eyes, put it on my eyes during the course of this call. I probably did it twice. Okay? So you can do that 10 times a day, however many times you can. It's all helpful too. We'll get in there that way as well. But putting the drop around your eye, you got to concentrate it. Dose of it right on that eye, but it will definitely work, and I highly recommend it. Because of how comfortable it is, how frequently you can do it, putting it over your eyeball.
Okay, great. And have other people helped clear up their cataracts using this product?
Yeah, we've had some people do that. I mean, it's not an easy condition. Depends on how advanced that condition, like everything else, depends on how advanced it is. Okay, and how much patience you're going to have to apply. But yeah, improvements have been reported.
But I knew it would take me a year to do this, or months, or
There's no way for me to know. There's no way for me to know.
Everybody's body's different.
I mean,
doctors can't even tell you exactly how long.
That's her, I can't think of the name of it.
Her body's different.
She had a cataract growing in from the corner of her eye, and she rejuvenated it and restored hers was addressed rather quickly. But hers was not, it was new. It hadn't been there long. But the more advanced it is, you get someone comes with a whole eye just about covered with cataract, then, that's not going to be overnight. That's going to be a process.
Okay, great. And then I got another question. One of my tenants got a lot of black mold. He almost died from it. It's called chopping up blood. Will this program help eliminate black mold?
Okay, so you got black mold in your house? In his environment?
Not anymore. It was not. It was.
She's got it in her lungs now, Roger. It's affected her body.
So, we've had people with bad mold infections. I think a friend of mine in New Jersey outside of Philadelphia, he left for the summer, went to Florida, and they left water running in his house. Mold got all over his house, and they got into it. And it caused his son to have neurological problems. And it got better as he took restore, all the stuff, for your body to be able to get rid of it. Your body's trying to attack it, trying to deal with it, trying to detoxify it. More energy is going to help a lot. So, just, this is one of these situations where I'm going to be trying to double and triple dose to try to accelerate this.
Double, triple dose means 2 to 3 of these bundles.
The body, the oil, you got to go heavy on it. Okay.
Yes.
So she's had this problem for 2 years, and she's doing ozone and different oxygen.
There's nothing wrong with any of them. They just don't regrow mitochondria. And until you get that energy level up, it's like you playing a game, but you left your best player on the bench.
Okay. Yeah, that might help us a lot, definitely.
Yeah, no question. No question. We had a guy who got into some contaminant. He was helping, his job was basically cleaning out places that were toxic, and that toxin got in him. And he became like a slob. He was lethargic, he couldn't do anything. He would let his sink till it stink.
Wow.
And he got on our stuff and, it started kicking it out, and he washing dishes now. He's like, make no mistake about it, this is a serious condition, and you gotta go hard at it, okay? This is nothing to play with.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, thanks a lot for the information. Really appreciate it. Okay, great. Okay.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, great questions.
Okay, so I got a text from Esmeralda that says, don't forget about the Lewis's eyes healed in 3 months. Rare glaucoma. Yes, I almost say Lewis's interview today. We'll save it for the eye call. Thank you, Ezzy. Okay, Edward. You get the last call message? Okay.
Edward, I'm going to you. Go ahead, my friend. Edward, man.
He's long-winded, so that's why they do him last and tell him to be quick.
All right. We'll get him next time.
He wasn't paying attention.
We'll get him next time. Okay.
When you raise your hand, guys, pay attention, because you never know when they're going to call on you.
Voices you heard, all of you for joining us. You are the very best part of MoreMito. We will never take you for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dale Bonet, get the last word.
Hey, everybody. We're pulling for you on the weather situations you're all facing. If you get your order, don't be upset it came late. Be happy it came at all. And get those orders in when everything thaws. We're going to be shipping like crazy. Get in front. Get those orders in. We'll see you all Saturday.
Was that not an awesome call, y'all? So if you know somebody that has been dealing with mold, make sure you get this information. Forward this episode to them so they can hear that. They get on the product. I mean, they really, if they can afford to hit it strong, get 2 or 3 bundles, as many bundles as they possibly can. This is, like you said, like a high-tech salad dressing, so you can never take too much. They're all natural products, right? So when you have something that's serious, like cancer, mold, you name it, then you take as much as you can. So, 1 bundle is a 30-day supply. So if you're that means 1 time a day, right? So, or 1 dose a day of the Restore Oil. The capsules is 2 capsules a day. So you get 60 in there, right? And then you got the topical, the gel, the Rejuvenate Gel. So this is 1 month supply. If you want to hit something hard and heavy and you want to take it multiple times a day, then you get more bundles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people take it even more times than that a day. So it's just up to you as how much you can afford to get your body healthier the best way. We do have something in place where if you think that you don't have enough money to, afford what you really want to get, then just go share it with other people. That way you get the MoreMito bucks or the MoreMito cash that is used for product only. So this is how you get your product for free. So you need 4 or 5 bundles. Go out and tell several people so that you can, get your product for free. It works. I have a friend that she didn't have the money at first. So we started out by making a list of 30. We started calling those 30. And by the end of the day, she had 100-something people on that list. After we had talked to people and 5 of them purchased a bundle, she had enough MoreMito cash or MoreMito bucks in her back office to order her first bundle. Okay? So if it took 5 on that, if you want to get 2 bundles, make sure you have 10 people to order a bundle. 3 bundles, and that's ordering a regular bundle, because we do have super bundles, etc. And those cost even more. So we have different levels of bundles. I'm talking about just a regular bundle, okay? So you want to get back with the person that referred you. If somebody else referred you, and they can share that information with you. If not, if you were referred by myself, or being on one of our social media sites, etc., then go ahead and create your free customer website by going to https:// MoreMito.com. Let me make sure I get this right. Then I think it's /joining. Let me double check that part. I'm trying to take y'all to the site that takes you straight to the sign up, so you don't have to take the extra steps. 1 second. Yes. So again, https://MoreMito MoreMito.com/joining joining/SALFORD/2. And once you click that, then it will take you to the page. You'll choose your username, your password, put in your name, address, phone number, email address, and submit, and your customer website is up just like that. If you need to see a video on that, if you go to Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go under tutorials or training, and the videos are under both of those to show you how to create your website. There's videos on there to show you how to create an order, and of course, you know, we can help you create an order, or you can call customer service. Once you created your website, you're in the system, you can call customer service for them to assist you in doing an order. We do not want everybody to call them because we don't want them to be overwhelmed. Customer service number, let me give it to you again. MoreMito customer service. I'm in the wrong thing. Bear with me 1 second. MoreMito customer service is 509-593-3300. Again, 509-593-3300. But make sure you go in and create your customer website first, so you're in the system. That way they can just pull you up. They may ask you for your username. If you don't know your username, they may just ask you for your name, verify some information, and then they'll pull you up and they'll assist you with your order. It's real simple. You know, I assist many people with their orders, so it's not a problem to, you know, to contact me, send me a message, you know, or if you have my number, you send me a message so that we can set up a time to speak anyway. I ask people to do that because if you just pick up the phone and call me, then oftentimes it get to the point where my phone calls are running my day instead of me running my day according to how I have planned. So if you can respect me, then I can respect you, and you text me and we'll set up a time that works for you and myself. And I greatly appreciate that. So again, you want to get back with the person that referred you. If somebody else referred you, otherwise, if somebody referred this to you, you saw it on some of my social media sites, etc., then go to the website that I just gave out. It should also be in the links. I put it in the link. I put a link in the comments on Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, as well as Success on Stephanie. If you're seeing this on Facebook, just send me a message. Then I also just gave you the link, verbally gave you the link to go to. So there's multiple ways, but we have a lot of tools. If you have not subscribed to us on Success on Stephanie or Health and Wealth Show Stephanie, make sure you go subscribe to both. And that way you'll get your updates. Make sure you like all the episodes as well. But that way you'll get the updates anytime we put a new episode on there. And what am I leaving out? But this was just an awesome call. As y'all can see, everybody has mitochondria and nobody has 100% mitochondria. So guess what? Everybody needs our natural products to build their mitochondria up, as well as our pets, right? So our pets use our Petlife, and they use the Rejuvenate Gel, just straight Rejuvenate Gel. You notice that we talk a lot about mixing the Restore Oil with the Rejuvenate Gel. Anytime you see me doing like that, that means they mix the Rejuvenate Gel and the Restore Oil in the Rejuvenate Gel. That's why I'm doing that. Okay, I'm demonstrating, right? But for the pets cannot have the regular Restore Oil. So that is why Petlife is the regular Restore Oil minus the ingredients they can't have. It's citrus and something else has been taken out of this, and that's why they put the pet label in here. Humans can use this as well because it's Restore Oil minus those two ingredients. Okay. And so the pets use the Petlife and they use the regular Rejuvenate Gel with nothing mixed in it, unless you mix the Petlife in there. Okay. Do not use the Restore Oil on your on your pets. The company does not recommend that because, you know, it does have some things in there that some pets can't have. Okay. But if you have any questions, feel free to get back with the person that referred you or get with myself and we'll get those questions answered for you. We'll, if you need assistance with becoming a customer, again, if you go to Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go under tutorials or go under training. It's in both places. Then we have videos on there showing you how to create your website, how to place an order, etc. There's a lot of training under there, and we'll be adding more. And we're doing that so that you can get your training 24/7. You know, if things come up, I've had some major things that come up in the last several months, dealing with a major situation right now, and I'm not as accessible as I normally am. So that is another reason why I want to make sure I have all the training in place so that you can still get your training when emergencies come up, you know, because this is an emergency situation. And so when emergencies come up, guess what? You don't have to skip a beat. You can go on there 24/7, go under the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie and go under training 24/7. And there's information on there to get you started, from creating your free website to, you know, to getting your orders, to if you decide that you want to do it as a business and earn some income, or if you just want to do it as a referring customer and earn your product for free. That information is there on how to do that. The information is there if you want to, you know, become a paid rep and actually earn, you know, as much income as you choose to. It's up to you as to how to do the work, but it's unlimited, you know, as to what you can earn. The information is back there for you to do those situations. So it's up to you. But let me be the first to welcome you to MoreMito. Let me be the first to welcome you to get your mitochondria strong. And we look forward to hearing your testimonials on, you know, what the product has done for yourself and your family members. You know, that's how we get the word out. That's how we learn more, is because, you know, guess what? I've never had like high blood pressure and, you know, certain other things, right? So I learned how to talk to other people about it because of what I've learned. Knowledge is power, right? So you've got to get on the calls, you know, get educated. When you get educated, you can talk more, you know, or use the videos. There we have them on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, and then the mobile app. Okay, guys. So the MoreMito mobile app, if you go to your Play Store or whatever it is on an iPhone, and you go look for MoreMito LLC, it's MoreMito LLC. Then you can you can download the MoreMito app. Y'all, Mito is short for mitochondria. That's why it's called MoreMito. The company is More Mitochondria, right? MoreMito is short for mitochondria. But you go download that app, and when you see, there's testimonials that's on the app that you can send to people. And guess what? It tracks everything, so you'll know if that person looked at that video you sent them, you'll know how long they looked at that video, etc. It tracks everything. You can see it on the app, and you can also see it in your back office. Mr. Hill is awesome with the different tools that he, you know, has for us. It's just awesome. So, you know, this is a no brainer. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to become a customer, right? You get a free customer website. We have ways that you can get your products for free. It's a no brainer, right? We build your mitochondria up so your body can fix itself. It's a no brainer. You know, we share the information with others so other people can get healthy. You know, your family, your friends, you know, your church, you know, your teams, you know, anybody in sports, they need this. Your pets, you know, this is just a no brainer. Use the product, because this is something that helps everybody. Makes no difference where you live. You heard us talking about, you know, we can ship anywhere, right? So that's not an issue. So why aren't you on the product? If you're not, if you're hearing about it and you're not on the product, you need to run and get your free customer website so that you can do what? Order your bundle, your brain and body bundle, so that you can get your mitochondria strong, so that your body can get healthier, your family body can get healthier. If you wondering, you know, what to give somebody as a gift, give them a bundle. Great gifts. Great gifts. You heard them talking about like autism, you know, and different things like that. If you know somebody with autism, hey, let's get them on a product so that, you know, they can get their mitochondria built up, so their body can, fix itself. So anyway, I just get excited about this because this has helped me with so many things. I've seen so many people, go through things and, get better just from getting on it. I wasn't looking for anything else to do. This fell in my lap, but guess what? It took me off of my medication. I was on 18 to 20 different medications. I had doctors telling me, oh, you'll never be able to take care of your family. You never have any more kids. You're going to live the rest of your life in pain and all that. Nope, nope, nope. Doctors do not know everything. God has the last say so. And he built our bodies with mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. So he built our bodies with mitochondria. The same with pets, right? But when we build our mitochondria up, our body can fix itself. Just like with pets, when they build their mitochondria, their bodies can fix itself, right? So this is something that everybody needs. Everybody, okay? And it's all natural. So you owe it to yourself. If you love yourself, you owe it to yourself to get the products, get your bundle, and build your mitochondria up. Also, if you're in, financial situation, then, share with others, so you can get the MoreMito bucks so that you get your product for free. Or also, if you're in financial, if you're having financial issues, then just share the opportunity with other people, meaning sharing the products with other people, because the more customers you get, then the more that you'll see in your back office. And you may get to that point, if you continue to do this, you'll get to that point where then you'll see that money back there. And then if you switch to paid representative, then you can pull it out as cash, guys, and you can pay those bills and enjoy life, right? You can do it. It's all up to you, though. It is all up to you what you get out of the MoreMito experience. So I am excited to hear what you end up getting out of it. I wish you all much success, and I wish you all to get healthy. Have a blessed one, guys.